Dateline, October 17th, 2016. Apparently, I was told by a viewer that this game is set in the far-off future of 2016. What a curious detail, isn't that? Oh well, we'll carry on. It's Ace Attorney, guys. Welcome back. Yay, here we are. We've wrapped up investigations on day 2. Or was it day 3? I'm getting lost on my days. Anyway, the second trip to Studio Global, we wrapped that up. Now we are in the hot seat again at the trial. First we worked on Salmonella, now we got Cody Hackins to interview. Go test the cross-examine. What the heck is the word? Nah. We got our first game over last time, which I'm still a little sore about because it felt to me like it was partly just the game's mechanics pulling a fast one on me, less so than me just blowing it. But look, let's not dwell too much on that because we want to be positive. So instead, let me just tell one of my pre-episode rambles, if you'll permit me. I'll just tell a funny story about tokusatsu that came up to me recently, or I was reminded recently while dealing with all this, because again, we are doing a tokusatsu-flavored adventure here, Turnabout Samurai. I guess this story also ends in disappointment, so it's not that great, but it's one of those, like, it's funny to look back and laugh on things. So, like, earlier this year, around spring, or some thereabouts, when I was going down in the city on the streets, and they have those big, like, placards for advertisements. I'm not sure what they're called exactly, but they're like those, like, kind of boxes with a big poster for advertising something. And normally, or sometimes they'll just have those big posters on the walls in, like, the metro tunnel or something. And normally I don't pay much heed to those, it's just background noise of the city, but I had to catch this one poster that I was passing, which had a person in a really elaborate wasp costume, like really cool design on that costume that this person was wearing. It was like a photo of an actual person, not like a painting or a CGI, like an actual picture of a person in this really elaborate wasp getup. And I was passing the poster, so this was out of the corner of my eye, where I thought that the words underneath this person were Masked Rider. And as I passed this poster, I kept going my way. I was just like, Masked Rider? Kamen Rider? What? Because my mind could not, like, take it to thought that, because immediately I went to Kamen Rider, and I was like, Kamen Rider is, like, coming onto Finnish TV, and it's such a big deal that that it's getting a poster advertisement in the middle of the city? What world do I live in? Like, that seemed crazy to me. We've had Power Rangers on TV at some point, but it's always been like the Saturday morning slot when back in the day. At least, like, I remember, like, Dino Thunder was on TV, at least. I remember that much. And that was like a Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, the kids slot. And that certainly didn't get, like, poster advertisements. And then I was, like, thinking, like, well, that was Power Rangers, the American adaptation of Super Sentai. But, you know, Kamen Rider, I was like, is there an American adaptation of Kamen Rider made recently? Because Dragon Knights is, like, over a decade old by now. It's probably not that. Like, what the hell is going on? But some of you probably have guessed already what's going on, because I think this show is fairly popular overseas as well. I passed by a second poster and I saw it did not say Masked Rider. It actually said Masked Singer. It was for a completely different show, and I deflated visibly. I was like, no, because I maybe would have actually turned the TV on if freaking Kamen Rider was on TV in Finland, but, like, nah. Because it was like the Finnish Masked Singer, because I think it's an international concept, like a show concept. So you may have this show also airing in your home country, dear viewer. So maybe you know what this show is. As far as I understand, Masked Singer is some kind of game show where they have a popular singer show up, but the singer is in like this full body costume, so you don't know who they are, and the audience's goal is to try and guess who the singer is based on their performance. I think that's the concept of the show. That's actually kind of a fun idea for a show. I won't begrudge Masked Singer for that. But it's no Kamen Rider. So my sadness was great at that moment. I should have known, like, there's no way, even if, like, Kamen Rider was, like, someone brought it onto TV, like, there's no way it would, like, warrant advertisement in the middle of town. Like, no way. It would be like in a specialist slot on a channel, and, like, it would maybe have, like, advertisements online or something, but... not really like the kind of mass consumption that would warrant posters in the middle of the city. So I thought that was funny. Like, oh my god, I let myself get so excited for a hot minute there. Okay, that was my dumb story. Let's actually get into the main proper story again, dealing with this case, Turnabout Samurai. So let's review Cody's testimony real quick, and maybe we'll hear what Mia and Phoenix have to say at the end. Maybe they'll have some advice on how to get started here. I feel like I'm gonna have to press him on basically everything again. Although there's one point I'll call out which seems to be very important. I remember that still. But let's start. So Cody explains that he wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal, and he found a map on the internet. I don't see that. I guess I will, since it seems like it's safer to just press than not to press. I guess I'll take him on that as well, but... this might be worth it, just to, like, ask about exactly how he went. So he used the woods off the path, going for the studio. He got lost on the way. Okay, see, here comes times again. We need to ask about this, definitely, since there's actual minutes involved here. See if that matches up with the timetable we've been given so far. Not timetable, the timeline? I think that's the right word. He saw the Steel Samurai by the studio. They had a crazy-ass fight. The bad guy showed up. Oh yeah, we have to ask him who the bad guy is, of course. Look, that's actually really important. He doesn't say evil magistrate, so we need to check. Of course, I guess Jack Hammer was in the magistrate costume, so I don't know. We'll have to ask him about that. And yeah, the Steel Samurai won. This is the part that stuck out to me last time. He went on about how, like, precious his camera is, but he says here he did not have it at that time. I find that very, very contradictory, so we will have to press him on that for sure. But let's see what Phoenix and Mia comment. I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Oh, easy for you to say. See, I'm like thinking, like, do I press him on everything after all? Let's see what happens if I press him on this. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do! I've taped every show! And I go to all the live performances! That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Course, duh! My dad always takes me. But what's the amusement park got to do with anything? Is there a Steel Samurai themed one? Oh, poor dad. Okay, well, that was pretty funny, so... I guess let's ask about this internet map as well. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez! Okay, that was definitely worth it. Oh man, never mind. I think we need to press him on everything if we get interactions like that. That was perfect. Yeah, let's ask about his path through the woods. That's good as well. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, okay, that didn't get much. I don't see what the point... I said I would press on everything, so let's do it, because I don't know. I think that salmonella snafu we had last time was partly due to me just being like, well, I won't press him on this one thing, because that seems inconsequential, but it seems like I just had to work him for all my money's worth. I don't know. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh yeah, this might actually be important, yeah. Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So, you went straight to the studio. Uh-huh. So, he was... Okay, well, it matches up. The monkey head fell at 2:15. If he was lost for 30 minutes, he could have been there, like, before 2:15, you know? Like, from 2 o'clock to 2:15, and it would still match up. So, nah, not that strong. You got lost... Oh, wow, ooh, almost choked there. Sorry, guys. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? Yeah, this might be worth it, of course, since, you know, let's verify that it was the guy. The Steel Samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? Yeah, I gotta know about this bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall. Skinny. Yeah, there we go. So it's not the evil magistrate, which is the costume that Mr. Hammer was wearing, so either this guy is not Mr. Hammer, or someone dressed Hammer up in the magistrate costume afterwards? Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. Huh. He's being awfully vague. That's curious. Didn't get a chance to press him any further on that. We might have to figure something out on that one. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Oh, that's kind of... I don't like that, because I think Cody, to some extent, knows himself that a person just died for real, but, like, he can't, like, kind of understand it in some extent as a kid, or he, like, can't, like, accept that reality, so, like, it sounds like he's, like, kind of, like, lying to himself to, like, be able to cope with the fact that he saw a person get killed, which is super sad, man. Now let's get to this camera business. I find this so weird. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Well, that was the same thing we heard already. So we actually have to use an item now, unless we had to sneak Edgeworth into. Or we could just do this. It says right here, Cody always carries it. I think this is the safe thing to go, guys. Look, we've got still 4 blips on our health bar, and I'm feeling a little wacky today, so let's just toss that camera down, because it says right there in big letters, he always carries it. It's like, that's too much of a discrepancy, you know? Discrepancy? Disco-pancy. Let's go. The music cut out. I'm starting to learn, guys. I think that's a sign that things are going good, huh? Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. That was an amazing face. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? I don't know. That was still pretty softball, I feel. Maybe a little patronizing, but oh, that's amazing. What a good curveball.
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
What a great gag. Oh, man. I didn't even expect that. It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. Oh, how do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Uh-oh. Mr. Wright. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Ooh, that's some shade. Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? Oh boy. Oh, look, you can see the box he's standing on. Oh, that's so nice.
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Well, why would I use it? Oh my god, why are you being so... Wow, did Edgeworth coach him to straight up lie about the camera? Wow, why is he being so evasive? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Can I just call out at this point, it is unbelievable that they wouldn't, like, ask the camera to be, you know, confiscated and checked for photos. At this point, he's admitted the camera was there at the scene of the crime. Now, he said he didn't use it, but that still seems like cause for me to at least, like, I don't know if confiscate is the right word, impound it? What the thing when you, like, take an evidence, you take something in as evidence and check it? I think that is a huge oversight, or I understand it's probably for the, like, narrative sake, but, like, that wouldn't fly in a real case, that you would just overlook checking the camera. Maybe he's deleted all the pictures, I don't know, but, you know. I would at least call for that at this point, you know, if I were in this situation. Like, what the heck? Come on, we gotta see these pictures. All right, Cody, let's go.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai. He goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Oh, God. Not a lot to go on there, was there? Let's keep asking about this camera. Like I just said, I need to know if there are goddamn photos. So, why didn't you use it? Uh-oh. He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
Okay, should we go and check what Mia and Phoenix say this time, just for the hexies? It doesn't seem to be a huge, like, benefit, but not always, but might as well hear what he says. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Phoenix, it doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the facts, Phoenix. Find out what he saw. Yeah, I don't see anything I could, like, toss evidence on this time, so let's just get into the pressing. So, you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once.
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Uh-huh. Maybe he did turn away. Maybe it got too real for him, you know? I don't know, since this was indeed a real murder. Let's see what he says. So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah!
What sort of person was this bad guy? We had this discussion already. Some kind of skinny dude.
I told you.
No, whoa, that was the wrong voice. Hoo-ha, 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 hoo-ha.
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching The Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next? I would totally press him on that if I could. Like, you'd think he would have recognized the evil magistrate. Like, that seems something you would call out. Like, was he wearing this costume that Mr. Hammer was found in? But, you know, fine, we'll carry on. Stop moving.
Why? Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, 'cause the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Oh god, I feel so bad about this, but I know I need to. Like, we have to, right? We have to. Cody?
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Oh, damn! No, you object!
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of a murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. I don't know where this is going, honestly, you know, like, how are we gonna use this in our favor, but it's interesting.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing. Phoenix? I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Oh, thanks for the words of encouragement, Mia, but why? I mean, if I need to throw some kind of definitive evidence down, I just feel like he got freaked out and looked away, you know.
Mr. Wright, your answer! We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Okay. Oh boy. I really don't think any of these evidence is gonna be it. I do not think an evidence is gonna... I just can't figure out what evidence would be like, this is what caused him to look elsewhere. You know? The problem is, do I say couldn't, or he was watching something else? I think I'm on the right track about him, like, being, like, it got too real and he couldn't watch that. I'm gonna go with my gut on this one and take this. I realize I might be... This might be... This is bad, guys. I'm really scared. Let's go. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. I don't think so. I think his evasiveness is because he doesn't want to admit He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched.
Huh.
I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation?
Oh, well, we didn't lose any points. Wow. Okay, I was on the wrong track then. That is not on the game, that is on me. I'll admit that one. I can't imagine any evidence would do it, so let's try this then.
He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably.
Probably?
Something else?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at?
Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims.
Yes, sorry, Your Honor.
Wow, okay, so this was me completely bungling, huh? Like, this is bad. I don't know what the evidence is, but that's what we gotta go with.
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight?
Wow, see, he was fiddling with his camera? No, I don't think so, and I don't think they'd have us use the same evidence twice in a row. We just used the camera. Okay, I said I think I got sidetracked with my squeamishness thing, but now I'm feeling like that's the only thing I got. Look, cause. Pierced through the chest by a spear. That sounds pretty gruesome, you know? Like, I don't see what any else it could be, so I'm gonna chuck that and YOLO it.
Here's my proof.
Proof?
Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything.
Lost your nerve, have you?
Very well, I'll ask you the question again.
I guess we have... Yeah, it has to be the proof, but like... God damn, like... Is it his scrapbook? I really thought I was the right angle here with the... But I guess I really am. Huh. Well, it looks like they're not penalizing us, so technically I can do the lame way and just trial and error my way through all of these evidences, but like, god damn. I hate myself right now because I'm really not seeing it. I'm gonna try scrapbook, then camera, and then we're just gonna YOLO with all these, because what the heck.
Here's my proof.
No, the scrapbook didn't do. This is... Oh, this is a painful moment for me. Well done to the game, I guess, because I really...
Look at my badge! Will it hypnotize you to believe me? That's not gonna be it.
Is it the camera again?
It is the camera! Oh, god damn it! I was trying to be too smart with the game. Like, there's no way I'd have to use the evidence twice in a row, but... Flarg. Fine, you got me, game. You got me. You double, triple tricked me. Alright. Apologies, everyone. My mind was not smart enough for this. I knew I wouldn't be smart enough for this game. Now that we're in the difficult, more challenging trials, I knew it. Oh well. Let's carry on. Maybe I'll get something easier in the next part. You know, something a little more simpler. I figured out the first camera thing pretty easily, so yeah. Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Ah! Correct! Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera!
Okay, I can see that logic. Yeah, I can kind of, but very hard to come up with that, you know, he was fiddling with his camera and was distracted. Okay.
He was trying to take a picture! Hey! Bullseye! What's your problem, Pops? You get a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Oh, I see now. I guess I should have realized that of course he'd want to take a picture, so I would have had to go with that. Okay, I see the game's logic. Fair enough. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Yeah, real smart of me. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight. Correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right.
Yeah, means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hatkins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh no! I get it, I have to do this, but this poor guy.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
Okay, sounds like we're gonna have to do some pressing again, because not a lot I've said not a lot, but I've already missed critical evidence. Let's see what we can chuck down on this one.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway.